Hey!
And welcome to Lyto. Today we're back with fresh news.
Hey!
And welcome to Lyto. Today we are back with more fresh news in LytoNews as always. But first, let's roll with the intro.
Yes.
And we're gonna start with Amazon and Sequoia. They have invested in Aurora, a self-driving startup, and they have raised $530 million.
Boom.
This means that they're very serious, and Aurora, this company, they're focusing the technology basically.
Mm-hmm.
They don't build the car like Tesla as well.
Oh, I see. So maybe the software and the applications.
Exactly. They are partner group like Volkswagen's or Hyundai, for example, and they basically provide the technology to them.
Yeah, Amazon, another example here that they're trying to get every single business space in the world, and now they're trying to compete with Google, with Tesla, and with other self-driving cars software companies, let's say.
Yes.
And the next one, we got another self-driving car news over here. The UK moves towards driverless car tests without safety drivers. This means that their government is planning to start the tests without any human inside the car by 2021. That's their limit, their deadline. So their plan is in 2015 they approved for self-driving cars with someone on the front seat, and now they're planning in 2021 to have a self-driving car without anyone there.
This is gonna be amazing, man. That's what everybody wants, because with Tesla you still have to be there and even holding the steering wheel, no? But it's gonna be great when we have like
even for trucks or taxi drivers.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on, we go with Raspberry Pi, a company that we both really like. They are really into providing and making more accessible coding, and they have opened their first physical store in Cambridge, and it's pretty cool. As you are seeing it right now, it looks like an Apple store, even better. So yeah, it makes sense because they want to connect with the public and make more accessible coding, and they provide these really small computers with several ports and Wi-Fi, and you can mess around, play, and learn from that.
Yeah, another example of how Internet of Things is growing these incoming years, and the Raspberry Pi that keeps its community together and giving them a lot of value. Apart from they already have a magazine there where they bring all the community together, and now with this new store, they're going to improve
If
that.
you ever are in Cambridge, just pass by and check it out. It looks really cool, yeah. So, yeah.
Next news we've got related to Amazon again, like every single week here. They're partnering with Audible to create a create your own adventure story, similar to those you find on books or following the trend that Netflix put. Yeah. And the interesting thing here is that the company that put the lawsuit to Netflix story is partnership with Audible and Amazon to make this happen with Alexa devices.
It's all interrelated, but yeah, it's really cool. We tried different experience like the game or the Netflix, and so it's cool. We'll see how it works with Alexa.
This is just another example of how Alexa skills can cover many areas.
Yeah, they have different possibilities. Okay, now with Airbnb, they have hired another big executive, this time head of transportation. It was one of the biggest executive of Virgin in the US, and they hired them to basically abort new business in transportation area. They are making a lot of money, and they want to expand. And maybe the CEO Brian Chesky, he said that they don't know exactly what they want to do.
They're putting the money in there.
But they want to get into, so the first step was to hire
someone that knows the business.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is just another example of how the Airbnb tries to cover all the traveling areas. And at the beginning, it might not make sense that they're investing into transportation. But if you think about it, with the hotels, with the new buildings they're buying, this is just the last part they have to achieve.
Makes sense. Yeah,
exactly. Makes sense. And moving on, we've got that YouTube is testing. In America already tested last year, and this year is testing with more devices. Their new section, Explore. And this section is great because they're gonna basically do something that already Instagram does. So select by topics and give the people opportunity to get to know new videos and new channels with these topics. And the other cool thing they have is that in this section they're also gonna put, apart from the trending page, the trending creator section, where creators with less than 10,000 subscribers or less than 100,000 subscribers can be seen by external people, which is great.
Yeah, it would be great if we are part of that, and actually more people can discover the channel. And a small creator actually, like this.
Exactly.
Every day there's new people that want to get into YouTube, and it's pretty difficult to grow in the platform. So it's one of the tools that can.
I think this fail YouTube used to have, like, and is having right now, and that maybe this section could help with that.
Exactly. We continue with Spotify. They have by two of the biggest podcast distributor, Anchor and Gimlet. We use Anchor. It works really well. You basically submit your podcast to them, and they distribute the podcast in any platform. So Spotify, they just put the wallet out, and they both at the same time. We don't know how much they have paid for Anchor, but the other one, Gimlet, they paid $200 million. So it's a lot. They're really investing in podcasts. It seems like it's a big market, and they want to dominate in the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeing how Spotify saw that its business model wasn't growing that much, and they couldn't make as much money. And now they're seeing like
margin,
exactly, they have to expand their business to another areas, to other fields like podcasting, to keep surviving.
Exactly. Yeah.
And finally, we got that Reddit has raised its fourth time investment, and this time a lot of it, 300 million. And it's because it keeps growing, slowly, but it keeps growing. It has new features and new advertisement features, especially for advertisement, where they can get new money and much more money than before. And this is why the Series D investment is coming.
There's a big community behind Reddit, so yeah, it's working really well. Yeah,
exactly.
I just wanted to finish with SpaceX and Boeing.
Mm-hmm.
They are both making a capsule that is going to send astronauts to the International Space Station.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not partnership actually. They will have different programs. That's what I thought at the beginning. I thought it makes sense that they collaborate together, but no, they're building similar capsule and like they're competing actually both. And in this time we have bad news because they have delayed the test for March. Actually, SpaceX is going to be testing his capsule on 2nd of March, and then Boeing is going to do it on the 1st of April, something like that. So, but they're both doing the same things, competing, and they're going to start testing. So if you're really into space, and check out on 2nd of March and the beginning of April to see how the test flight.
We have to pay attention to Boeing because I've read that they're planning to focus more on spacecrafts, so that you can travel maybe from New York to China, going through the space and in a shorter period of time.
That will be amazing. Yeah, that's it for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching as always, and give
if
a like.
If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to our channel,
and see you on the next one. Bye.